Welcome back to the channel and to another new episode of 5 Things You Might Not Know. This, as always, is the 101. If you missed any of the previous episodes, check them out in the playlist linked in the description. But with that said, let's get this one underway with episode number 4 of 5 Things You Might Not Know about WWE 2K19. Let's kick this one off with how we started the last episode with what looks to be a superstar specific reversal. So already we have covered 2 of these in the series, and today we have got another. This time we've got one for Ronda Rousey, who has this pretty awesome judo throw, which is done as a reversal of certain strikes, for example a punch. With thing number 2, we are talking the Wyatt family compound. Now what we do know is that this is available for selection in arenas in a backstage brawl match, and we also know, going off the early pre-release gameplay, the area itself is pretty empty. But what you might not know is that via the 1.01 patch, this has somewhat been changed, because whilst there still isn't much to do, there has been some new weapons added to the area, which include kendo sticks, a steel chair, a baseball bat and a bunch of trash cans near the house. Now whilst this doesn't change the match massively, it is at least a step in the right direction, and adding the weapons makes it a little more fun. Next up we are talking cage matches. Now as we know, cage matches in 2K19 have had some pretty big improvements, and all in all are some pretty awesome matches to have. But one thing that you might not know about them is that you can now use your carry system moves in combination. This is done by putting your opponent in the system, then walking to the cage wall and pressing R1 or RB whilst pressing the strike button. As you can see, some awesome stuff, with this one working with all positions, so you get various slams, a snake eyes, and even a powerbomb. With thing number 4, we are talking some epic and lesser known entrances. Now as we know, last year in terms of chamber entrances, most were generic, with the odd one or two, for example Daniel Bryan, being superstar specific. But what you might not know is that in this year's game, that has all been changed, and whilst the majority of the roster do still feature a generic entrance, there is a lot more this year that have their own unique animations. Whilst there is too many to list in this video as a full list, we are covering it on the channel in a separate video, so link in the description to that. But some highlights for this do include Finn Balor, Triple H, and this amazing entrance for The Undertaker, which is potentially my favourite Taker entrance in the entire series, which even features the removal of the trench coat, a thing that even the regular entrance doesn't have. And ending today's episode with a fun one, as at thing number 5, we have got a brand new Super Batista bomb out of nowhere. Now as we know, as a reversal, last year there was this version of the Batista bomb from the top rope, but this year as a brand new reversal, a brand new version has been added. Now to clarify, this one is not superstar specific and can be done by any larger superstar, but for obvious reasons this works especially well for Batista. This is done as a reversal of this new version of the top rope Hurricanrana, and if you hit that mid-move reversal you get to see this. An epic Super Batista bomb out of nowhere, no doubt some pretty awesome stuff. And with that one, episode number 4 done and dusted. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on today's episode. And as always, if you enjoyed it, then a like rating would be awesome to see. Stay tuned for another new episode of the series coming very, very soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.